Good morning.
Today, I'm gonna show you how to make your own choir vocals using AI. So I'm gonna show you the theory behind it, and then how I actually use AI to make my own vocals. So let's get into it. This week is actually gonna be a two-part video week. So I'm gonna have this video be about making the vocals, and then the next video be about making a soul sample. So you ready for that one? So you heard the sample in the beginning. Now here's what the vocals sound like by itself.
I give my soul to you. Take my hands, guide me through. Walk beside me, make me new, Lord. Oh yeah, through storms of rain, you break my chains, you break these chains. Every test, Lord, you know what's best.
I literally recorded like at least 30 to like 40 seconds of me just singing, so you ain't gotta hear the rest of that. But pretty much, right, you can see how realistic it sounds and how big it sounds, and that's about understanding the theory behind the choir. Like me, I was never in choir, but I listened to a lot of samples that have choirs in there, and I'm also seeing some concerts with choirs in there. So all these stacks right here, this would make for a pretty good small choir. So the way that I went about it, right, was that I wanted to have a few parts of the choir. One was a regular vocal, so like the fairly pitched voice, like basically a voice that sits not too high and not too low. That's what, I guess I call it a regular type of voice. So we got that. Then I wanted a higher pitch for a harmony. So we got the regular and we got the harmony. Now sometimes I might want to include a whole octave up, so like even like a higher one, but for this one it didn't really sound right, so I kept it at a regular voice, a harmony. And then also sometimes I might include even a bass, so like a lower voice. So if you're making a choir, right, you might want to have the regular vocal, the bass, the harmony, and then the higher octaves, so I guess the sopranos or the tenors or whatever you want to call it. So we got that. And then we also have the, I guess you could say it's like a solo, but it's not really a solo because they're singing with the choir, but it's a voice that's singing its own lyrics. So this right here,
I give my soul.
that's singing its own lyrics while the other ones are singing in unison, right? So pretty much when I made this, I'm gonna show you how I did it. So first thing, I started off with my own voice because that's what you need to do before you actually get to using the AI. So here's what I came up with. I give my soul to you. Take my hands, guide me through. Walk beside me, make me know. Lord, I put my trust in you. So you ain't gotta hear the whole thing, but pretty much everything that you heard with the AI choir is pretty much what I sung. And when making this, right, literally only had one idea, and that was I give my soul to you. And you know what I did? I went to ChatGPT and I said, write me a gospel song based off these lyrics. I give my soul to you, and it did. Now ChatGPT, like the lyrics was okay, but I took some of that and kind of made it into my own way. So that's kind of how I use AI for this part as far as writing the lyrics. And for the lead vocal, here's what I did. I give my soul to you. And yeah, bro, like that sounds so trash for real, but it's okay because like I said, we're gonna be using AI vocals to change it. Reason why I didn't say making a choir with your own vocals is because, if I tried that, it's gonna ruin the whole melody. So it's better to just say making it with AI because we're gonna change my vocals. And the thing with what we're doing is that literally only had to record 2 takes. One for the unison vocals and then one for the lead vocal. That's all I needed. I literally didn't have any effects either on my voice. Besides, sometimes I might use auto-tune when I put it into the AI thing just to make sure like it's not too crazy out of whack. But for this one, I don't think I used any auto-tune. I just tried to sing as close as possible to the actual pitch. So now I'm gonna take you into A Studio, which is where I actually process the vocals and make it to where it sounds actually listenable. So right now, the vocals sound like
This shit look nasty as fuck.
And I want to pick your brain about a question. Let me know down in the comments, is using AI for this ethical or is it unethical? I know some people, or I know a good amount of people, they don't like AI in music or in arts, and I see some parts in that. I think that if you're using AI to make, to do all the work for you, like to say make me a beat or make me a melody or whatever, I think that it can make you lazy. Like, you shouldn't use it as a crutch. You should use it to make things easier. I mean, look at autotune. Autotune, that's AI. It's auto correcting your pitches. So I don't know. If you think that I'm wrong, then let me know, and you can explain how I'm a butthole for using AI or whatever you think about it. If you think I'm right, then go ahead and explain why. But yeah, so like I said, I had 2 takes, one for the background vocals and then one for the lead vocal. So for the background vocal, pretty much I just I rendered it out to an audio file, and then I dragged it right here to where it says soul bottom. Drag that right there. I clicked on it, and then I clicked vocal to MIDI and lyrics, so that it's gonna change everything that I did into actual MIDI in the notes. So when you do that, you get this right here, and at first it didn't look exactly like this. I had to do some edits so that it could actually sound how I wanted it to sound. But sometimes it might have a note on the wrong note, or it might have some of the actual pitch waves right here. It might have it out of whack, so I go to the pitch brush right here and just kind of draw it in myself. So I think that with this one, you have a lot of power to do what you want with the vocals. So for the background vocals, I chose these 2 girls right here. So at first I chose Jessica, because if you click right here, I'm not sure if you can see that. You probably can't see it, but pretty much what it's showing is the different singers. Right now it's showing Jessica, and it shows what she does. So she does soul and in English. So I chose that because of course I want soul. I chose Jessica, and I also chose Ember Rose because she has some R&B in her. I like to mix some of the vocals up for a different sound. But yeah, so for the background vocals right, here's what the main vocal sounded like.
I give my soul to you. Take my hands, guide me through. Walk beside me, make me new, Lord.
So you get the point. So that sounded good already. I forgot to say one thing too about making realistic choirs. Aside from having a bass, having a harmony, the regular voice, and the higher octaves, it's also good to have doubles too, because you're gonna have multiple people singing the same thing in the same pitch. So that's what I did. So I went right here, I right click, and I clicked on create doubles. Pretty much we got 2 versions, one on the left and one on the right, that are singing the same lyrics at the same pitch for doubles. So if I go right here,
I give my soul to you. Take my hands, guide me through.
and as you can see, I'm not using the exact same person I want. So I did choose Jessica again, but I also chose Zalo just for a different sound, because I wanted to make it sound, like I said, more realistic. So I'm not gonna have the same people saying the exact same thing. I want to have some variation in the voices. A good thing too about using this A Studio is that when you click on create double, it asks you how similar that you want it to be. So you can have it up to 95% or down to 70%. When making a choir, it's not all gonna sound perfect all the time, but that's what makes it sound perfect, is that it has humanistic characteristics to it. So we got that for the doubles. So for the harmonies, all that I did was that I took the original MIDI and I pitched it up by 5. So some of the notes might be off, but literally I just had to just either pitch it up or pitch it down 1, just to get it, just to get it back on scale. So this is what the harmonies sound like.
I give my soul to you. Take my hands, guide me through. Walk beside me, make me new, Lord.
And as you can hear, it's only coming out of one ear. That's because it's the right harmony, so it's gonna come out of the right side of your ear. But like I said, that's why I created doubles for the harmony, one for the right and one for the left side. So pretty much what I got is I got 1 main vocal down the middle, and I got 2 regular pitch vocals on the left and the right side, and I got 2 harmonies on the left and the right side. That's gonna make it sound a lot fuller than just having 1 vocal. Then for the lead vocal, I literally just did the same exact thing, just did vocal to MIDI for my lyrics, got it into here, fixed some of the notes, fixed some of the lyrics, and then I chose Jessica and Zalo, a little bit of a mix of both, and we get this.
I give my soul to you. Guide me through. Make me new.
like I said, it didn't come out like this at first. At first, I had to go ahead and make a good amount of changes to it, but when I first dragged it in there and made vocal to MIDI, it literally got almost everything that I wanted right. So that's a good thing, right? So after I got everything that I wanted, I went to export, did MP3, or I did wave, and I put it back into FL Studio. So for the processing of a choir, right? First I did some leveling. I just put some of the vocals quieter and some of them louder. For the lead vocal, I kind of wanted to be like the loudest one, so I kind of kept that one a little bit higher than the other ones. But so for the effects, right, I'm gonna show you what I did. So first thing that I did was I added on an RC20, which is, it's kind of like it's a plugin that kind of makes things sound more vintage, or like just more like vinyl effects pretty much. So I chose vinyl 3. I turned the noise off and kept some of the other stuff. I also added some reverb with the space knob to make it sound more like a closed in reverberated space. So we got that. I wanted some slap delay, which is like delay that hits very quick, because I seen a tutorial to where he said to make things like have a very quick delay to make it sound more vintage. So I did that and it worked out. So yeah, so I got Echo Boy on the 1/32 preset. Not too much delay, just a little bit to where you can hear it very subtly. Then I have on a 1176 compressor on the sit and the mix. I'm pretty sure that I turned the ratio up to 8 and turned up the output to make it sound a little bit louder. But I like using this one because it literally does what it says. It sits in the mix. And if you're watching this like a few days after this video came out, or at least close to it, this is still free. I heard there's a very good compressor, so I will go ahead and get it. And last but not least, I got on an EQ on the radio preset. I use this a lot for vocals, just makes it sound more vintage. So I love to use that a lot. So the vocals again sound like this.
I give my soul to you. Take my hands, guide me through. Walk beside me, make me oh yeah, through storms and rain, you break my chain, break things, change every test. Lord, you know what's best. I'll keep holding on to your hand.
But yeah, hope that you got something useful out of that. I'm not gonna lie, I think I definitely plan to use this tool a lot for making my own choir vocals, because at first I was skeptical. I was like, you know what, nah, ain't no way that they can make this sound realistic, you know, like an actual choir. But when I tried it out, it came out a lot better than I expected, for real. This was like literally only my second time using it. I think that like the more that I use this tool, the more that I'm get better with actually making it sound even more realistic. So hopefully that you learned something good from it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Yeah, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, for the next video, I'm gonna do a soul sample tutorial on an actual sample, so be looking forward to that. And yeah, besides that, whether you're drinking your water, you know, working out, going for a walk or whatever, doing your push-ups, and yeah, have a nice day. Peace.